Hey kid, come sit with me for a second. Yeah, right here on this cold hard ground. Look at this place, grime and dirt. Everywhere a real piece of art, isn't it? Life feels like that sometimes, doesn't it? Dirty, cruel and unforgiving, but you know there's a twisted kind of beauty in it too. Now listen close, cause I'm only going to say this. Once you're feeling low, I can see it in your eyes. The world's beat you down, chewed you up and spat you out like some tasteless piece of gum. I know that feeling all too well, that gnawing emptiness, that burning rage that makes you want to scream at the heavens and curse the day you were born, but you can't, can you? Because no one's listening, nobody cares. You wake up every day to the same old nightmare, same old streets, same old problems, same old broken dreams. You see people walking around, all fake smiles and empty promises. They look right through you like you're invisible, like you don't matter, and maybe, just maybe, you started to believe it. That's the real kicker, isn't it? When you start thinking that they're right, that you're nothing. I was there once. Oh, the things I've seen, the things I've done, they haunt me, kid, every damn day. I wasn't always this way, you know. There was a time when I believed just like you, believed in hope, in people, in a future. But life has a way of ripping those dreams to shreds, leaves you cold, broken and lost. But here's the thing, here's the damned irony of it all. In those darkest moments when you're on the brink, when you've got nothing left to lose, that's when you find something raw and real. You find yourself. Here it sounds like a load of crap, but it's true. When everything is taken from you, when the world turns its back on you, you've got only one person left to rely on you. They'll tell you to give up, that you're not good enough, that you're destined to be nothing more than a failure. Screw them, screw their opinions, their judgments, their labels. They don't know you, they don't know what you've been through, the battles you fought, the scars you bear. Life is hard, kid, it's unfair and brutal, but you've got to find that fire within you, that stubborn, relentless fire that refuses to die. You've got to use it, let it fuel you. Turn that pain, that anger, that despair into something else. Turn it into power. Use it to claw your way out of this abyss. You think the great ones had it easy? Hell no, they were laughed at, ridiculed, knocked down more times than they could count, but they didn't stay down. They got up time and time again, bloody, bruised, but unbroken. They pushed harder, worked longer, fought fiercer, and eventually they broke through, not because they were better or smarter, but because they were determined, because they refused to let the world dictate their worth. You're going to have to dig deep, kid, real deep. You're going to have to face those demons that haunt you, the ones that whisper in your ear telling you you're worthless. Confront them, challenge them, and tell them to shove it. It won't be easy, hell, it might be the hardest thing you ever do, but you've got no choice. It's sink or swim, and you're not going to drown. Not if I have anything to say about it. Look around you. This city, these people, they are trapped in their own cages just like you, but you've got something they don't. You've got the will to fight, the guts to stand up and say, I won't be broken. Use that, harness it, become something they never expected. Prove them wrong, not for their sake, but for yours. You see, kid, the world doesn't owe you a damn thing. It's not going to hand you success or happiness on a silver platter. You've got to take it. You've got to fight for every inch, every breath. You've got to scrape and claw and bleed for it, but in the end, when you stand tall, battered, but victorious, it'll be worth it. You'll know that you earned it, that you faced the storm and came out the other side, not just alive, but stronger. Cry if you need to scream, rage, let it all out, but then pick yourself up, wipe those tears away, and get to work. Put in the hours, the sweat, the blood. It's going To hurt like hell but pain is temporary. Regret now, that's a lifetime sentence. Don't let it catch you when life gets hard, when it feels like the whole world is against you. Remember this moment. Remember what I'm telling you. You're not alone in your struggle, but you are the only one who can decide how it ends. You had the power to change your story, to rise above this misery and to carve out a place for yourself in this unforgiving world. When you're out there fighting for your life, don't forget the ones who still care. They might be few and far between, but they're out there, a friend, a family member, even a stranger who sees the spark in you. Let their belief bolster yours, let their hope feed your fire, because sometimes in the darkest moments it's those flickers of kindness that remind us why we keep going. So take that pain, take that anger, and mold it into something beautiful. Make your mark on this damned world and never ever let it break you. But before you go, remember one more thing. Every scar, every bruise, every tear, they not just marks of pain, they're badges of honor. They tell a story, your story, a story of survival, of grit, of unyielding spirit. Wear them with pride. Let them remind you of where you've been and how far you've come, and let them fuel your journey forward. You're stronger than you think, kid. The world doesn't stand a chance against you now. Get out there and show them what true resilience looks like. What's it going to be, kid? You going to let them win, or are you going to fight back harder than you've ever fought before? The choice is yours, and whatever you decide, know this: I believe in you more than you'll ever know. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. End of the line, kid. Time to rise.